Now's as good a time as ever. There is no time like the present. Or some pretentious shit like that, I don't know. Dreamcast time. It better work, because I haven't really tested this anymore. All I really know is that the laser's getting worse. And worse. And worse. Every time I use it, it's sort of inevitably, it's going to break. I have problems with interlacing going on, which is something I've only just noticed, like, looking back. And I don't really know why. Because that shouldn't be going on. At first, is my field order wrong? It doesn't seem to be. So I'm going to take a quick look at that before I do anything else. Shouldn't be that. Shouldn't be that. I need things to move, like, quickly. So I can see what it's doing. It looks fine to me now. I mean... Yeah, I'm not sure what's it with the interlace on that at all. I mean, there's, like, other methods I can use, but they're not very good. Guess we'll try that, see if it makes it better. And if it doesn't, then, well, it's tough shit, and we're just going to have to live with it as it is. I didn't increment the number on that, didn't I? I think I did. Yeah, we'll soon find out if this is...
memory card.
I found something interesting about memory cards, is if you swap the memory card when the game's running, it's not smart enough to know that as such, and any data it saves, it just writes the entire file, which I thought it would. You know, I was like, yeah, there's already a save on this. I want to put my save on this card as it is now. And yeah, just overwrites the whole fucking thing. But I mean, they'd played like 2 hours and only just unlocked Tales, you know, sort of stuff, so... I guess somebody's going to be mad because the file date was somewhere like the end of the 90s, but I don't know if it legit was or if their Dreamcast battery's just dead. My Dreamcast still thinks it's the 90s, I would think. You know, I doubt I set the clock on it. Yeah, well, hopefully it broke last time, so hopefully it works this time. Because if it doesn't, there's not really much I can do other than shouting it a little bit. So I haven't tested that. Haven't tested Nuclear Winter either, I'm just assuming it's going to work. Yeah, you see, I miss the 90s, but at the same time part of me doesn't, because there's things that weren't as good back then. So I just like to focus on the shit that's better now. Life in the 90s was riddled with inconveniences.
You always seem to get in my way. My men can't foil my master plan.
I think I've heard of that. Never played it, but I think I've heard of it being out of. It's like Sonic 3, it's the better of the 16-bit games. I still don't know what all the fuss is about with Sonic 2.
The Master Emerald is
Weak
where it
by
belongs.
comparison.
But Angel Island is still falling. This doesn't make any sense. Maybe those Chaos Emeralds that I brought back with me have something to do with what's happening.
Yeah, I know about that. I've still got
Sonic for his advice.
schematics somewhere for ROM dumpers. Like boards that actually dump the cartridges via parallel port. And some Sega CD software that lets you rip them from the console itself.
Chaos
Is what?
I don't know if I have the cable diagrams for that anymore. Oh, gross. Cutscenes, cutscenes. I wonder how many cutscenes is left in this game.
Another vacation somewhere.
Sonic!
Oh no. I hope he'd been
Hey
killed.
there, Tails! Did you find the tornado too?
Never mind that.
Tails.
Get up and follow me. Angel Island is falling again.
Hey, no way! Who blew it this time?
Oh, I don't know, but we better hurry.
Did I need to go out there? Or did I need to go this? I just had to go straight here, didn't I? This game is unashamedly 90s. Everything about it there enough. It just reeks of it. Which I kind of like about it. But I mean, similarly, the second one just reeks of the early 2000s, but unfortunately that's no good. Where's my plane? Is that not loaded in yet? Do I have to go to Angel Island? Really? Or Floating Island? I guess so. Shit. Damn it. Some hub worlds are better than others. The ones in this game are okay, but that's about all I can really say for them. They're alright. They haven't aged that good. Let me out of here! Well, that's not the right way. If only I could get above the tree line. No! I don't want to be here. Go back. I think maybe my attempts to rush are making it worse. Sonic Rush! It's lame, fucking hub worlds. See, that'll get us though. But the thing with the VMUs is, you know, the fact that the batteries never work in them doesn't really bother me that much, because it's not like the N64 where the batteries die within a week and you lose your saves. With the VMU, I don't know what you're losing other than that little Tamagotchi game. It's weird having an analog stick that mostly works. It's a bit dead on the left, but yeah, because I've never seen one work, I don't know what I'm missing out on. I'd like to know. But at the same time, like, they still store the data even when it's not working, so it's alright. It still works as a memory card. I remember the game branded ones that you used to be able to get. They didn't have a screen on them. They just had the game logo where the screen would be. It was quite obnoxious, really. Well, didn't I have to go off the back here? Something like, wasn't it? Where is it? Damn it! Where is it? I know there's like that runway at the ass end of this. I'm sure that's where the cutscenes start at. There we go. Yeah, those game ones were like
Sonic,
just memory packs, no screen,
Sorry.
Knuckles!
no batteries.
Eggman, what happened here?
He stole my Chaos Emeralds. And Chaos is still alive.
What?
Well, I mean, he's kind of ghost when you think about it, so it's not really alive. Nah, the game ones, it was actually printed onto the plastic. It had a recess where the screen would be, and just had the
Chaos
game
is a
logo
fearsome
printed on it.
beast. If he gets that last Chaos Emerald, we're done for.
No need to explain. We'll get on.
I never had one myself, I just remember seeing
Right.
them.
What? Oh, jeez.
Oh shit! You know, I was kind of mad about having to see the cutscenes again, but I get to see Tikka Masala get raped by her dad, and the Chow's getting stomped on again, so I guess it's alright.
Place. It looks familiar. It's not a dream after all.
I'm still playing with ripping assets out of this game. It makes mentions of animations and textures, so I think I'm probably just using the tools wrong. It's sort of hard, but that would need batteries if you wanted to change files like that.
I won't obey.
And they just don't care. Even if I power it from the mains, it's like, you need to change the battery, and then crashes.
We must get that emerald.
Greed is our enemy.
They probably worked like 20-some years ago, but they don't work now.
Please don't do this. I beg you.
Bah! I don't listen to the words of a child. Ready, men? Charge!
Kill. I still think she's doing a soccer player thing here. Just trying to get sympathy. That's right, kill the Chows. Kill Sam! You know, I think the voice of the Chows is actually the lady who did the Rystar soundtrack. I'm not sure about that, I would have to look it up, but I think it's the lady who did the Rystar soundtrack.
Oh, it's a monster! No!
Some things ought not be tampered with. I'll stop.
Hey, are you alright?
I think so. Oh my gosh.
You think she'd just suicide right now? Looks at Sonic like, oh god, that's what the future's gonna be like. No. No. Time to commit seppuku. I'm done.
The 7 emeralds are the servers. Chaos is power, enriched by the heart.
Oh, that's a neat idea.
Controller serves to unify the chaos.
It's just a shame it doesn't work anymore.
The 7 emeralds can change our thoughts into power. If this emerald controls that power, please, you must stop him.
Okay, Dreamcast. Don't bust on me, or else I'll be very, very angry. Don't.
Sonic, wake up.
Clean that. Make it feel better about itself.
I was on a snooze cruise, I guess.
Yeah, I remember seeing that cutscene.
Good thing you're okay.
The Chows get stomped.
You just sort of conked
I
out
wasn't
there.
going to forget it in a hurry.
Knuckles left already. Come, we gotta go after the last emerald.
lead the way.
There's
should
a whole
still be
lot
on
of
board
those
the
chows
tornado,
need
too.
wiping out. I don't think it did. Maybe it did. Maybe something broke. I'm going the right way, aren't I? No. Kind of. There we go. That was a bit tight. Move. See, I'm still not sure that spamming the spin dash is actually faster in this game than just running. Because he stumbles a bit every time you press the button. I do like the fact you can spam it in this game, though. Make the most of
The
it.
train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
So if I were to play the sequel, I wouldn't be able to do that anymore. But I don't think I'll ever play that. Like, I don't really like it as much. And I doubt the Dreamcast will work long enough to get through it, so... Oh, this is where it broke last time.
It's the tornado too.
Don't break.
Yeah, so let's get the Chaos Emerald and leave. What?
So this is Big's fault for crashing it in the
No!
water.
He's got the last emerald!
Stupid
Now
cat.
what do we do?
Oh, I completed the whole fucking game, but... I wasn't a fan of Sonic Adventure 2. I think this is where Sonic kind of ends for me, is this game. Anything beyond it, I just don't give a fuck about. Fuck you, Dreamcast. Why do you not like this part of the disc? Yeah, you see, I hate the Rouge levels. I'd rather play those than the Knuckles levels, though. The music's slightly less annoying on Rouge's stages. Like, it's girly and sissy, but at least it's kind of sassy and smooth and shit. And so it's like, okay, it's a bit easier to ignore, like, once you've had it go on and on for a little while. It might be, but it's supposed to work. And I didn't burn it in a shit burner either, so... I don't know. I don't mind giving it one last attempt, but I don't think it's going to work. I don't hear any laser activity. My original disc died years ago, so it's not like I can dig that out. I don't think it'd even start on this console because it's a European disc. Well, I could use Utopia, I suppose. But the Japanese Dreamcast don't like booting European games. I'll try cleaning the CD, and I'll give it one last shot. If it doesn't work, then, well, it just ends without Supersonic, and, pardon me, that was kind of disgusting. Yeah, I know, but it just gets stuck spinning like regular speed and doesn't seem to do anything. I don't hear any laser noises, so I assume it's just not doing anything. It doesn't seem to be fully crashing, but... Oh, there you go. You see, I did leave the Dreamcast set in 1998, so... Yeah, that's what I mean about that file date. There's no way to know if it's accurate, because my file's going to say exactly the same shit, but it's like 20-some years old, when really it isn't. VMU on this is kind of novel to me because it starts in 2000. Like, so that's weird. Like, you can get it there, that's as far as I've ever got them, is like the set date screen, and they just crash instantly. And then usually they'll go back to the change the battery screen. And not that won't work, will it? It'd probably cause it to reboot. Yeah. That's the farthest I ever got in a VMU when it's not plugged into a console. It gives you, you know, change the batteries. Press B, set the date, locks up. Change the battery. Okay. These are new batteries, or this is from the mains, so it's not short on batteries. Start, you bastard. I'll be disappointed if it's not going to let me play that part of the game. It obviously has some issue with that part of the disc. I don't know if it's just too far out for it to read.
Select an enemy. Select a file.
Great, now I'm going to do all that faffing around again. I think I'll be able to get there faster this time. It'd be nice if I could skip the cutscenes.
Select a character.
It wouldn't be one of my streams if something didn't go wrong. Let's be honest. Things on my streams always break. As I've said many a time, this is why I don't test anything. Because if you test things, they'll just break anyway. And so you wasted your time by testing them. Fucking cutscenes. So you're making me smirk more now, game. I hope you realise that. Like, I wasn't going to smirk yet, but you irritated me by not working. Did these wire clips ever work? It doesn't bother me too much, but, like, I've never known them actually hold the wire that well. Yeah, well, I was never a fan of CDs, so it never comes as a surprise to me when they don't work.
Ooh, I hate that Sonic.
It's just a shame all the consoles have died off.
My men can foil my master plan.
It annoys me immensely, actually, that my PS1's probably going to outlive this.
Chaos!
The Master Emerald is where...
Come on!
But Angel Island is still falling. This doesn't make any sense.
I don't know why I've tried, really, because I know it's going to crash again.
Those Chaos Emeralds that I brought back with me have something to do with what's happening. I'll take them to Sonic for his advice.
I think that's it.
Eggman!
Yeah, so I worked on a flowchart for like my fucking game plan. Like,
This is terrible!
even if I can't rip assets out of the game, I might still have a go at implementing it mechanically just for fun. That could be a fun side project. It's not that complex. Just, yeah. It's that if I could turn the camera to look at that wall, you'd see like more complex shit from Duke Nukem 3D levels. Like all kinds of grids and numerical sequences for keeping track of my boss AI in that last map I did.
Guess Eggman learned his lesson. Yep. And maybe I'll take another vacation somewhere.
Sonic!
Hey there, Tails! Did you find the tornado too?
Never mind that. Get up and follow me.
I'm sure the Chinese will clone them soon enough like they did with the
Who'll do it
Everdrives.
this time?
Oh, I don't know, but we better hurry.
I mean, that's usually... Okay, Sonic, there's no need to fuck the tree, dude. Move. the Chinese will make a copy and it'll be a no bullshit kind of deal. But like region unlocking and probably not work on it or something. There's always something not quite right on them that like takes a while to figure it out. Let me walk around the whole fucking island, will you? Oh, it's only about a quarter of the way actually, well maybe a third.
Sonic, sorry.
All I need is to be able to load CDIs on it, and it's good enough.
He stole my Chaos Emeralds. And Chaos...
But I won't be bothering until they get really
What?
cheap. Because there's not enough games on this thing to warrant paying much money.
Hey, Eggman, wait up! Sonic, Chaos is a fearsome beast.
Like there's this.
If
There's
he gets
Resident
that last
Evil.
Chaos Emerald, we're done for.
Code
No need to
Veronica.
explain.
And what's
We'll
the
get
other
on.
fucking game I like on? I
Tails?
can't even remember.
Right.
What?
I know there's something else, but I can't remember it now. Yeah, shipping from the US is always slow, even over here. Takes things a while to get you.
This place. It looks familiar. It's not a dream after all.
I'm gonna go the wrong way.
I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, a door. Figures. Well, I guess I don't want you walking out of bounds. I remember that confused the hell out of me the first time I started perking into levels in games and seeing that there was nothing really beyond what you could see.
I won't obey.
I was like, why isn't there anything over
Give
it?
us total power. It's power for the people. And they are your people too, you know. We must get that emerald.
Greed is our enemy. Once it starts, you will always want more. Please don't do this. I beg you.
Bah! I don't listen to the words of a child. Ready, men? Charge!
Father!
Charge! Yeah, if you don't like this time, I'll play Nuclear Winter. And maybe once I've played Nuclear Winter, I'll have another go at the end. I think I have another copy of this CD somewhere. One of them might work. Oh, they'll get one. They'll get a clone working sooner or later.
Oh, it's a monster!
It's a Godzilla! No.
Hey, are you alright?
It's kind of odd that it gives you control back for just a few seconds like that in this game.
Oh my gosh. No.
Yes, yes, yes! Yes, I am!
Wait up.
Oh, mother has gone out. It was early yesterday. Sonic's on fire now.
The 7 emeralds are the servers. Chaos is power enriched by the heart. The controller serves to unify the chaos.
That's not as good as Amy's guess, but I still like that. Just,
Can change our
I can't do it, my voice won't go that high.
Emerald controls that power. Please, you
That one where it
must
sounds like
stop
somebody just threw ice water down the back of her neck. Although it makes me laugh for some reason. It's usually customs that slows down the shipping from the US here. For some reason they're very meticulous on things that come from there. They like opening them and withholding them.
Sonic, wake up!
and charging you ridiculous amounts of money for them.
I was on a snooze cruise, I guess.
Good thing you're okay. You just sort of conked out there. Knuckles left already. Come! We gotta go after the last emerald.
Lead the way.
It should still be on board the Tornado too.
Yeah, we get cheap shipping from China because China has like this exemption for things like taxes when exporting to the UK, because China's like this little developing country that doesn't have an economy, so we give them a discount. I don't really understand it, really. It's a bit ridiculous. It's more like China just gets a free pass on everything for some reason. I think even if I were to squeeze my testicles, I don't think my voice would go that high. I think... I can't remember her fucking name. Jennifer Dillard or something.
Look!
Just has a higher voice than me, which figures.
Yeah, so let's get the Chaos Emerald and leave.
What? That sort of fits. I mean, I do picture like the voice. I don't know, but I could picture it being like some woman in her mid-40s who weighs about 35 stone, who does like that voice in this. Damn it! Oh well, I guess we'll have to see if we can get Nuclear Winter working. And then once I've done messing with that, if I've got time, I'll come back to this. I'll have a look and see if I think I know where I have a couple of the discs. So yeah, I'll fucking Nuclear Winter instead. No spec scroller this time. Yeah, that's so quick. What? Fuck you. The aspect ratio is correct. Let me change it. Oh, yes, you are annoying me. Well, maybe that'll work. Great, now I'm going to have to fix that. I'm going to leave the Dreamcast on while I do this. And then if it does start working, like, I'll see it like on my little monitor, and I can just switch back. I don't think it will start working, because I think it's just stuck in no man's land. But that's fine, you know, I'll play Nuclear Winter, try a different disc later, see if any of them will boot. I knew it was a possibility going in. I still think it's the console just doesn't like being that far out on the disc. It's how my Pentium's going to break, isn't it? I just know it. Some things are going to go wrong with it. Yeah, I'm on the Pentium 66, which I don't think I've ever played Nuclear Winter on, so it might go horribly wrong, because it might turn out that it's not really fast enough to play it very well. I don't think that will be the case, but it maybe could be the case. I'll have a look. So do I have Nuclear Winter on here? No, I don't. Oh well, I'll just have to put Nuclear Winter on here. This machine's pretty fast, it should be alright. About as... Fucking out of my way. Screws and cigarette ends and stuff on my desk, they get in the way of my mouse. I was going to work that well for FPS, because I mean it's my little poxy cereal mouse, but it's alright. Oh look, it's Hugo. Disc. Is that still on? I think it's still on. How do I do this again? I ain't done this in a while. That's the one. I knew it was in there. Why? Well, that's turned off, so there's no point in worrying about that. Like, what? Oh no, this is no good. I'll just press browse. It'll be alright. Yeah, it's still on. Good. I anticipated this, so it's okay. No, you can use DOS to install Nuclear Winter. I'm pretty certain you can use DOS to install Nuclear Winter anyway. I'm not actually sure, am I? Yeah, that's the VM that I use to talk to from the Tiger machine. Oh great, the browse button doesn't work. Can I use this? Oh, this does it automatically. Well, this is way better. I think that's the right one. Just use that one, it should be fine. Yeah, I got Christmas lights back there. It's, they're old Christmas lights. I mean, there's a set from the 70s, there's a set from the 50s. These fucking little carriage and Lenten Cinderella lights. That's what they call them. I think they were Pifco. It might have been Woolworths. Looks a nice change because everyone else has stupid LEDs now. Right. They've started making LEDs that look like convincingly close to the right colours, but it's not quite right just yet. Woolworths, I think the brand still exists, but the shops all went. Oh, how elegant of the Nuclear Winter installer. Well, it's better than the Life's a Beach one. Yeah, Woolworths. It's so sad this old British business is going out of business. It's like, you fucking morons. Like, they're an American business. It was started by American businessmen who came over here. I've got some old 70s LEDs somewhere. They're dull as shit. Like, really, really poor. You can't use them as anything other than indicators. Oh, and they had to start somewhere, I suppose. But man, are they ugly. Let's turn the wavetable on. Yeah, I think the Game Gear had something like, which I didn't see the point in because I could swear the Game Gear was actually backlit. Yeah, but this is like one of the good things that Turtle Beach made. I like the Maui wavetable. It sounds good. You know, I quite admire like how good of a job it does to say that there's only like 512K fucking, if that. Yeah, what are we reading here? What does that come out to? There might be more. I'll be surprised if it is. Then again, it sounds like a Gus on steroids. 2097152 divided by 1024. So, 2 meg, really? It can't be 2 meg. There's not that much memory on the card without upgrades being put on. I don't know where it's getting that number from. I swear it's only like 512K. Yeah, but the Game Gear is at least backlit. You can see the screen on it, unlike the stupid Game Boy. And it actually has games on it, unlike the fucking Game Boy. You know, I bet my deinterlace is still on, isn't it? There we go. Let's turn that off. I don't know. I'd describe it as not very good. I know that much. Let's see what it sounds like on this. Uh-oh. That's never going to work. That may be on the other drive. Well, we'll give it a quick listen. Should really install DOS key when I'm going to... Yeah, there we go. This works, right? Yeah, I can call that from anywhere. Is this on 330 or 300? I can't remember now. So at least plays it coherently. Anyway. Oh, fuck this. What's up with this? Fuck. Habit. Eh? Eh? Is that on here? Is my memory going patchy? Quite possibly. I really should look at the setup, but it might be wrong. So that everything's going wrong today. I've got to play shit now, aren't I? You know, that's how it's going to end up. Pro Audio Spectrum, I can do that. Yeah, let's start the mixing rate up. What could possibly go wrong? You can't go wrong with Duke Nukem 3D. It's hard to go wrong with it. My video card support's doing that. I don't want to turn it up any higher than that. It just feels like the machine wouldn't necessarily agree with it very much. Yeah, well, the Apogee sound system is a pretty crappy driver in its own right. Always bet on puke. That runs alright. I don't know what that garbage is though. I think that ended up happening because I was trying to fuck with something or other. My K6 has an OR64 in it. I was going to change it to that ISIS card, but it snackbarred my fucking boot sector, didn't it? So it almost wasn't a Christmas this year. Good. It all started. You know, I've never noticed Duke Nukem's actually stood in the background. Nuclear Winter. It's an episode. I don't know if it's totally long. It depends how fast you play it, I suppose. Yeah, the disc stopped in my Dreamcast, so it's well and truly given up on trying to read that. Here comes Santa Claus right down Mama's throat. He's fucking your mom and he's fucking my mom and he's fucking everyone's kids. Fuck! We'll get it right eventually. This time I'll make it work. If it doesn't work, if something's wrong, I'll just will it to work until it does. This isn't Dreamcast land, this is DOS land. It should fucking conform to what I want it to do. Why is my keyboard locked up? My cursor keys aren't doing anything. Now it's working. Yeah, I forgot about the mouse. Fucking hell, the sensitivity's ramped a bit. That's going to take some getting used to. Frosty the Snowman is a stupid fucking twat. He sits on the bog and he twirls his tails as he fucking something shat. I don't know. I'm out of words. I can't remember the words to Frosty the Parvart, which isn't mine, by the way. Excuse me, I'm trying to take a fucking phone call. Very rude. Well, let's not answer it then. Let's go this way. What else could possibly go wrong? Playing the game at like a low enough resolution I can see individual pixels. But that's fine. I guess. Yeah, words aren't coming to me on this one today. I'm sure I'll think of some for something later. Do I even need to go down here? Probably not. Yeah, I don't need to go this way. That was totally worth taking the slime damage. I still think this add-on gets way more of a bashing than it deserves. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's not as worse as people make it out to be. What's wrong with this mouse? And why won't it open? It's one of those days. I should just go back to messing about with fucking asset ripping. I will get it to work. I'm not actually that concerned about the MD3 export script, because I'm pretty certain someone will fix it. Because people are still working on projects that need it. And it always ends up being updated eventually. And even then, I've not seen anything yet to suggest that I can't just... Crap! I've not seen anything yet to suggest I can't just back the models, like, you know, take them to an older version of Blender while that plugin works. Oh god, they all spawned. I was trying to avoid that. You know, I don't like blaming lag, but I'm kind of used to playing the game at higher frame rates. It's not slow, but it's just a bit of a curve. I think it's the slowest rig I've played this on yet. I can't see it dragging as much as Duke It Out in DC did, because I didn't have things set up properly for that. Probably won't be spawning any tile zeros in this one. I'm still baffled by that occurrence. I don't know how it happened. When I played Duke It Out in DC, I managed to spawn a tile zero. Yeah, I don't know about Blender's source code, it's just add-ons. The MD3 exporter doesn't work past 2.78c, oddly enough. The Sonic Adventure importer needs 2.8. And obviously I don't really want to play with the models, because I can't, because I don't do 3D modelling anywhere. Is that feature disabled in this? Well, that sucks. You know, we are going to actually get some lag in places, because I remember now the K5 actually did slow down in this game a bit. Like in this add-on. And that means that my Pentium almost certainly will. I don't know though, I mean some of the settings are ramped a bit higher on the K5. You see, there's a medkit there, but if I go over there, it's kind of silly because I gotta walk on that slime and I don't have boots. I can't drink through the wall. I didn't go in here yet. Wonderful. There we go, that solved it. There's always health somewhere if you just look for it. Definitely a spot of rust here though. Yeah, I want to know why that Tyler spawned. So I had someone look into the source code and they couldn't figure it out either, so... So I'm at a bit of a loss. I mean, it's not totally impossible, like if an action's value is set to that, then it'll go there. But I mean, that's a very precise value for it to be set to. And even then, when it's, you know, it shouldn't be like a delay, it should have at least been whatever the previous action was. When it was whatever code runs that was called upon again. Yeah, running faster than Sonic Adventure here, it's alright. I'll save that health pack. That needs steroids. Who uses them? Those are more a multiplayer item. Any good stuff of it? Shit. You broke the Christmas ornaments, you bastard! They're ruining it for the kiddies. Should have got that health pack fast! Yeah, it wouldn't be an FPS, so it'll all be third person. Like I'd essentially be rewriting the camera system from LMR. I thought there was dudes in there. It's okay. Now I think I can leave now. This 320 by 200. Yeah, well, you know, I suppose this is kind of an excuse to do something like that again. If I can just get the damn assets working. Like I say, if I can't, I'll just work on it mechanically. And if I can get it working mechanically, I might have a bit more luck finding some 3D modeler and convincing them to give me a hand with it. I mean, that was always the plan with LMR. I just did what I could, and what I couldn't do, I was just like, we'll see if we can get someone to do that later. Yeah, the first two stages are just the first two regular stages, but backwards, with Christmas alterations. Isn't this a turret? Oh, it's not. I already have one of those, so I'll remember that. Oh, shit. You removed the secret, you bastards. I'm sure it was still there. See, these Commander reskins are far less irritating than the fucking bouncy bastards in Life's a Beach. I was about to say, oh good, they've shut up, but they haven't. That's dealt with that problem. Hey, this is that one MIDI that has that weird sort of drum rushy thing at the end. It causes things to lag. I wonder if it'll do it on here. They definitely rigged these maps for Duke Match. Yeah. It causes a slight slowdown, it's not actually that bad. It's a very old truck. Yeah, those fucking things. If I never see those enemies from that thing again, it'll be too soon. That was me remembering things in reverse again. That turret there. I really want to know why that happens. There has to be like a name for that condition. Ah. We have met the feminist elven militia for the first time. Let me in. I couldn't resist. Admittedly, I'm still proud of that flatbed truck I built for Duke Hard. Just in how obnoxious it is. It takes up so much of the parking lot, and you can just hear it from right across the map. All you can hear is just like of the fucking audio system getting abused. Kill ya? Okay. Skid steering. Where would that key be? Oh, that was easy. You won't stop me, game. So this monitor's going dark now. I think people have done drivable sectors in it. There's no reason you couldn't write them. Well, at least not with E-Duke. I think you'd be a little bit hard-pressed in vanilla Concord, but... Oh yeah, it's this movie again. I'm rather fond of this movie. The snowman ripping elf hearts out. Fucking hell. Yeah, don't fuck with the feminist elves. Okay, damn it, where is it? If I left it up here and it's in the same spot as it is in vanilla. No, it isn't. Oh well, I don't feel so shit about it then. Not that this helps me any. It's like, I know what the key does. I just don't know where it is. You'd think it should be up there somewhere, I mean... Yeah, that up there opens this. I get it. The build engine in Shadow Warrior is identical to the one in Duke Nukem 3D. They're both just build version 7. That's what I mean, there's nothing stopping you to tell the engine to do those things. There was this guy years ago released some shitty little episode or something. Well, it wasn't shit, it was alright, but he had this horrible music that played in the fucking bar. He replaced the bar music with this song. And it just, for some reason, didn't matter what I did. Every time I installed the game, it ended up in there. On-the-fly sector creation is impossible, but you can copy and paste sectors, which Shadow Warrior does. Like when areas fill with lava and weird shit like that. It's like it just has a copy. You're just moving them, basically. And once the game's running, you can't actually, like, change the size of the array. It's static. To suck my jingle bell, yeah. Suck my cock, suck my fucking cock. It's asking for trouble, this song. Yeah, just a bit. That'll happen every once in a while. I didn't save, did I? Oops. Forgive me. That was my fault, but my fucking last save was like... Hang on. Back there. I'm not doing it again. Suck my cock. Da, 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 da. Suck it and blow it, keep giving me head. But it's choking me out, she said. This mouse has problems. Yep. Blow up alright. Ah. I see, there's a low sky there. That explains it. Fucking hell, man. It was worth serving. Suck my jingle bell cock. Fucking drones. Everybody knows drones are the worst, and yet they still put them in levels. Me included, I put drones in a few levels. Access card. Is there anything else in here I don't remember? Stupid turrets are in here. Yeah, it is. I wonder if they built it themselves or they did a straight up feed it to the converter. Suck my jingle bell. Yeah. Man, these fucking feminist elves don't know when to quit. Makes you realise how much times have changed. Good, yes, you die there, pig cops. That's a good marker for when I come back in this room. This mouse doesn't really work well for this game at all. It's me, Mario! I wonder what happened if I put my dick in here. Oh, cruel! Might as well just use the last of that now. I mean, that's everything I needed going that way. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, it's actually one of the worst things about this is you have moments like that where they show this pretty good level of competence in what they're doing. And it makes you go, oh dear, I can see into both sectors, that's not good. Really? But yeah, they show these moments of pretty decent competence in what they're doing. But then a lot of the time the level design's quite sloppy. It's lets it down a bit. Raw! I'll give you something to roar about, lizard. Get down here. I did as well. I didn't actually expect him to. It's a tacky song. Makes me want to go and kill myself. To kill the feminist elves. Suck my jingle bell. Yeah. Somebody's put fucking lasers in there. I remembered this time. There's a laser and a fucking elf. Kill all the fucking elves. I don't think there's anything else in here. I was going to say I think there's one more key, but I've got it, so... I guess there isn't now. Yeah, I'll just take that as it is. Duke Nukem 3D definitely gets harder when you don't have, like, the quicker machine to back it up, you know? You seem to take more damage on a slower system. Still tempted to try going through the whole game on, like, a 486SX on me or something, but I don't think anyone would want to watch it. Yeah, pretty much anything passing through them will trigger them. Lots of sprite work here, this is going to slow things down a tad. Oh shit. Fucking hell, man, the feminist elves, they're horrible. Yeah, I don't remember that fucking level in Crash. Probably because I don't play that shit. Crash Bandicoot was one of the reasons I was, like, really glad I had a Nintendo 64 back then. It just always seemed a little bit too cheap and shitty to me. Oh dear, look at the muzzle flash. I guess I'm gonna have to use my fucking medkit now. Lots of stuff down here. Ah. Aha. Thing is, you just get used to it after a while, like... You know, I think once I've been playing maybe an hour, I've just been like, it's fucking easy now. There's things like this where they demonstrate pretty competent use of sprite work and shit. I don't remember them being in Half-Life, but... It's going to be well over a decade since I last played that. The frame rate probably sucked too hard, so that'll be why I don't remember. We know Quake engine shit runs for me. Have I been a little too cocky here? I just saw you die, you son of a bitch. Go back down. That does nothing, but I'm just gonna... See, I'm sure I remember levels in Half-Life where you had to avoid lasers, like bombs. But I don't remember being able to place them myself. Because I'm sure I remember one where you get to, like, the Desert Quake areas. Where you went in this building and there were just lasers all over, so you had to take some weird path through it. So I remember, like, my friend getting really frustrated with it. I don't know, man. Yeah, I need to play more fucking adventure games. I can't be doing this shit. I still find that Stray Sector there to be rather odd. Like maybe they had something in there at one time. It's not like there's a ceiling decoration they've forgotten to lower it to the... You know, it's clearly deliberate, that sector, but what for? This fucking music. Yeah, I think there was like a missile or something in that room. Like, that gets set off if you set any of the lasers. Land of Forgotten Toys. Oh, I killed everything at least. Missed the secret. Yeah, there is something kind of likeable about the tacky fucking middies they dredged it for it. Oh, Fremra, it's nice out here. I mean, they're only snow chuckers then, but I'm taking no chances. Winter's fine when it's just winter, but the edges of it suck. They really don't fuck about, them fucking elves. So this is a level where I think we will have issues with frame rate, just a little bit. Fucking hell. They were good at not using door tiles for doors in this, which sort of stops you doing a few skips you might otherwise be able to do. Fucking hell, man, they just fucking destroy you. I guess I could just fucking use my portable medkit. I mean, fairly certain there are more of them in the map. Oh. Those are some nice Christmas presents. Thanks, feminist elves. Maybe they're not so bad after all, their words. No, they keep shooting me. I will be the one to do the shooting. Kind of difficult though, given the circumstances. Yeah, we established that, like, sucking in the previous song. Glad to know Duke Nukem's with the program. And I can't pronounce that, so... I'm not going to try. This game definitely gets harder as the frame rate goes down. What were the words to Rudolph the Deep Throat Reindeer again? Well, that was definitely a song that existed at one time. So I'm waiting. I know if I keep this Xeon around for another couple of years and it manages to not set the house on fire, then it's gonna fucking end up like, you know, where it will actually want a page file, even though there's like 32 gigs of RAM in there. Software will become inefficient enough to want it. How many sprites in here? Yeah, but it wasn't. It was for like the second lot of Pentiums. No one built really anything for the first Pentiums. It was swiftly forgotten about because it was broken. To be honest, it's not running at unacceptable frame rates. I mean, it's only going down to like, you know, 12 at last, which is still fine by me. It's a little bit of a slog. It's kind of the bottom of where my limit is, but It's not going there very often, so it's alright. Fuck's sake. Ugly little things, aren't they? Xeon, probably not, because I don't think I can fix it. I'd have to replace the CPU. Yeah, but I mean, like 94, you already had like Pentium 75 and 90 are already around. Like most of these would have been done with and recalled by then. Nobody uses socket 4 Pentiums. I'm still mildly bothered by how P54s seem to actually be slightly slower clock for clock, but I suppose it makes sense because they were just built to run at higher clocks. They never clocked them that low. As for this game, I mean, it was like 96, this expansion came out in 97. Definitely wouldn't have been any socket 4 Pentiums by then. Not many of them. I mean, 97 was when our one broke. And it was still under warranty, so we got an MMX instead. Shame I don't get irradiated for standing in here. I always get lost here. What do I need to do? Yeah, I suppose some of them might have been marked down. But I wouldn't want to do it on a machine that I had to rely on, just in case it was marked down for good reason. It's this level. Yeah, I have to go out there at some point, don't I? My frame rate might not be good enough for me to just chip my way out. I'm not coming back here, let's take it. Yeah, force fields in this have the effect of pushing you backwards if you walk into them. Or sort of roughly backwards, at least. It's not always quite straight. Like most things in Duke, it's a little bit crooked. Does its own thing. How do I get out on that street? Yeah, this is... Yeah, forever it's not as rough as I thought it would be. See, I'm not worried about monsters in here, because I know they don't work on there and they wouldn't come in here. Well, they made them all to go at the higher clocks, but if they failed quality control, they got marked down. But if demand was higher, they'd mark down ones that worked fine, just to meet demand. Well, it's like the 4860X, you know, when the SX was in demand, they were just cutting the floating point unit off of perfectly working DXs and marking them as SX chips just because there was more demand for them at the time. It's not a floor mirror, it's a transparent sprite with just a copy of the room on the other side, which is another reason they wouldn't want monsters getting in there, because it would ruin the illusion. But there's another instance of that, you know, pretty competent looking sprite work and shit in a level. despite so much of the rest of it being sloppy. Oof. She caused a bit of lag. You know, thinking about it, I'm amazed I've never seen Rule 34 of these elves. I don't really want to, but I'm just surprised I've never encountered any. Yeah. Last 75 I tried to push much farther, you could sort of just barely get it to 90, but you tried going above that and it just didn't work. So that was obviously a real 75, that failed quality control. You want dodgy ones, try finding Intel processors with misprints on them, where the silk screen's like wonky. Sometimes people pay a decent amount for them. I have a couple of them somewhere, and I don't find them that interesting because it doesn't make it work any different. Yeah, I'm just not bothered because I have like a 200 megahertz one anyway, so... And when I go into this stuff, Pentiums were really cheap to the point that you could get them for free because nobody wanted them, so... They're not something I have a shortage of. Had no 133s though because just never ran into them. So okay, so I find it weird how that's a common speed for people to use now, and I can see why, it's pretty good speed, but just didn't really see them in the wild around here. See, I thought about getting a dual socket 5 board a couple of times, but it's not like you'll be able to do anything with it. Like what, it can run Windows NT or something. But then I'm going to have better luck running it on something faster anyway. That's cheaper, and it's still Windows NT, it's not really all that useful. So it's like really cool hardware that just would end up not getting used, so I wouldn't touch it. Pentium Pros, I still don't see the point in them. They're just wank machines. The only way you want one of them is if you're going to install 4 of them and put Windows Millennium on it with fucking, you know, 8-way sly fucking 3DFX cards or something. I'm sure there was more to this level. To this day, I still haven't found any, you know, occasion where I've missed that Voodoo 3 whatsoever, or where I've wanted to have a fucking, like, Voodoo card in anything. I have yet to put anything in that really wants one. There's the occasional game out there where they were in bed with them. Oh, jeez. It sounds good with the drums that are on this thing. Yeah, that Pentium Pro, I don't miss it. I really don't. It's just... took it to bits. Used the chassis for something else. Don't think I'd ever put it back together again. It was fucking slow. Yeah, I'd sell my Voodoo 3 if I hadn't fucked with it, but because I changed the heatsink and it's a bit ugly, I don't want to sell in case it breaks. Because then they'll blame me. At the very least, I'd have to reduce the price and just sell it as parts or not working, even though it works. Just can't bring myself to sell potentially busted shit to people, you know? I don't mind screwing people on the price of something, as long as they know what they're buying. So I could climb this, but I have a jetpack, so there's not much point. Yeah, well, even better if you find the PCI version, because people seem to come over those for some reason. You don't get, like, it's fucking PCI. What was the point? Oh man, these levels are weird. Yeah, I don't need any more machines, I've got enough now. Which is still just weird to me. I can never get used to it, where, like, you know, at this point I basically have all the things I set out to get. This is like, well, now what? Really shit bio tech board. I don't know, I can't remember. Not off the top of my head. Most BioStar boards are pretty bad, let's be honest. They're just sort of like an MSI alternative. Everyone I've ever known who had one always ended up having to return it for some reason. Yeah, basically, nothing left to collect now. Other than things that don't exist. Or are rare enough that they basically don't exist. Damn, that wasn't very nice. You stupid elf. What are you doing? Putting fucking lasers down. As bad as them aliens. What is it with feminists and working with aliens? I don't get it. They seem to have a thing for it. Oh, go on, suicide. Wonderful. I've managed to acquire things I never thought I would get hold of, so I'm quite happy at this point. Oh, yeah, I'd not said no to getting more CRTs, but I can't fucking find them, so I just can't accept that it's not going to happen. Where's this key go? Yeah, tough little things. I can't see shit, the level's too dark. Where's the key door? It wasn't up here, was it? It can't have been up here. I refuse to accept it. I refuse to accept that it was up here. Fucking Turtle Beach cards. I went off that idea after I had a couple of them. This little wave table in here is about the only good one that I've managed to find. Otherwise they just manage to screw themselves up all the time. let's release a sound card with no audio hardware on it. It's just a fucking FPGA that has to be programmed again at every boot. That's bound to be reliable. Where do I need to be, game? I can't remember. I suppose, but if it comes down to it, the Terratech Maestro is certainly the wiser thing to get out of the two. You can actually use that. Obviously they're not infallible, and they're a bit awkward to set up, but when they do work, they're pretty fucking good. It's like they somehow managed to make a Roland-like sound set, but it's less shit. Oh, I'm stuck at this point. I don't know where to go. I can't remember. I'm sure there was a split in a tunnel somewhere, but... Oh god, the shark's in there. What does that unlock? What am I missing here? It's Christmas music. I'm starting to not like it anymore now. That's nice. See, if they'd applied that much thought into the levels all the time, it would have looked really good, this thing. Where do I put that key? Where does it go? It's not just my screen been dark, is it? Nah. I'm sure more shit opens up down here, but... yeah, that works. I don't know if that would make me want to play the game more. Maybe just for the amusement value. Probably more so if it got on other people's nerves. You know, I'm more into putting really horrible things in it that just make the game worse. Well, I don't remember which way I'm supposed to go here, but I think if I go up there... Oh, shit. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. No, I don't want to go down that. I forgot you could see up their outfit when they go down. Yeah, get up there. I need her. Oh no, there's a switch. I can't just shortcut it. No Tyler here, but there might have been some somewhere. Wouldn't surprise me in this one. Like, Nuclear Winter does seem like the sort of place they would put Tile Zero. Ah! Oh great, now we're going to have more frame rate problems. It's not running that bad. Oh, we killed everything again. Yeah, the green ones are some different tile number. Don't remember the tile number now. I remember a few tile numbers, but I don't remember that one. Yeah, vicious elves. I want to fucking drive it, damn it. Oh wow, it's Frosty. I haven't seen him in a while. Oh crap. Look, they can drive those, why can't I drive one? This ain't far. I've been gypped. That whack player is a bit irritating when you're playing with a mouse. Oh, that's a sprite. See, they thought about this, haven't they? Bastards. Yeah, just a bit. Oh man, they really did think about this in this level. Oh, I didn't think that would break. I thought it was a sprite. There's a mail sorting room there, that's... Postal Union always is a fucking menace to deal with at this time of year. Because they know that if they strike at Christmas, it'll make everyone really mad. Everyone will notice. I don't say anything, but actually they haven't been on strike in a little while. They might not do it this year. I would ban unions if I came to power, just solely because of how much it would annoy people. I suppose they didn't actually tag that line. Having said that, they don't really seem to tag anything to Call Duke's lines very often in this mod, this episode. A little bit wasteful, but instead of where the elf jittered forward, that's that weird movement interpolation shit going down. Where's the laser coming from? I'll learn you to fucking laser me. Not you, that fucking turret up there. Goodbye, turret. Fuck! Oh god, now they're coming over to taunt me. Christmas wears Christmas all the days. Christmas all the way. Ah, yeah! Luckily, the game doesn't really care too much about vertical aiming, but it doesn't make life any easier. Drunken elves. Fuck! Is there anywhere I can stand in here that doesn't murder me? I just want to slow down for a minute. I'm starting to dislike those elves just a little bit. Christmas Day, Christmas Day, Christmas all the way. Yeah! Yo, seriously? Yeah, I played this last year. I'll probably just Banjo-Kazooie it and play it every year, to be honest. Might as well. Adds a bit of contrast, you know. At least then it's not a case of, oh, we're going to get, like, a nice friendly N64 game every year and we get something else. Norton. Raw! Oh jeez, I don't have a portable medkit. I'm not going out there. That'd be silly. And I have tried to get this game running on a 386 and it's not very pretty. It doesn't run any worse than Doom. It has that going for it, I guess. There you go, and we're back at full health. How did they rig this touch plate? Oh, they didn't turn it around. Sucks to be the level designer. Piece of shit fucking... Almost looked like a timed spawn, mate. Oh no. Ah, we got away with it. I don't got to come back here now. It's all fine. That gives us an atomic health for the trouble. That's actually pretty well thought out. I'm surprised. It's just nice lighting and architecture around here. It's sort of wasted a little bit, really. No, elves, back off. This is mine now. Belongs to me. Oh, crap. No, wall sprites don't move with walls. They might move with a floor in some capacity if the floor is its relativity bit set, but generally not very reliable. Do we ever see the Shrinker Elves again? It is kind of fitting. That is a kind of tool I could just see some militant feminist wanting to get her hands on, to be honest. Just aiming it at guys' crotches. Uh-oh. Yeah, almost nothing moves with with most moving sectors. Elevators are probably your best bet, but elevators don't rotate. There's some sector effectors that I think incremental rising sectors, because I think that was how Lessing's clock worked, but I can't remember now. I can't see them handling different to any other enemy being shrunk. Assuming they even have code for being shrunk. Do I have that? I guess we'll find out. I'll still find this blue line here a little odd. I'm assuming it's for the dartboard, but it just seems out of place, especially with how it goes up the wall. Not sure why they did that. And the booze around this place is insane. I think that's the last key. I want to get out of here before the frame rate gets any worse. This reminds me of Strife coming down here. Just the stairway bit. Now there's another key. What am I missing here? Isn't that tagged as a level exit down there? I'm sure that sector down there is tagged as a level exit and you can't get there. Must have been plans to do different things at some point. I wonder if they copy-pasted some... Oh, no. Oh, shit! Attack my frame rate like that, I'll have none of it. I think I'm past the halfway point this now, to be honest. Well, there haven't been that many levels left. Trying to think what other levels there are. Yeah, this is the last level. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus. Santa Claus. I know petite is usually to describe like the figure in general, like she's kind of small, and little and dainty, you know. I should have known. Santa sucks and he looks like crap and he fondles little kids. He took something from suck his dick. Yeah, I think it would have started to suck if it was any longer. Like, this length is kind of alright for this. It still holds up better than Life's a Fucking Beach. I said now to write home about, but it's Christmas themed, and Christmas themed things rarely hold up that well. They usually suck, so you go in expecting that, and you get some of that ain't that great. I've run out of jetpack. What an inconvenient time. Is there another one down here, or am I stuck now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Might have a problem here. Shit. And I don't have a spawn command in here either. Hope I don't need that again. I wonder whether there must be a jetpack somewhere in the level I'm just not aware of. No presents this year. Not for you. Oh no, I could have sworn there was a jetpack down there. Man, this Santa fight's going to be hard. That music's deafening me. Turn it down a bit. It's really loud. So you have found my secret plans. Now you must die. Oops. Now, you're going to tell me that now is when the rust is going to wear off. Well, that truck's a bit more coherent than the other one. I guess the other one had just run head first into a wall. You die! Explosives, let me in. This is obviously where they grow the Christmas trees. And Santa's base of operation is pretty dingy. How do I unlock this? Oh no, they seem to be quite traditional, the toys they're giving away in this. I remember when I was a kid, I never really believed in Santa, but I used to pretend I did. Because every fucking year, used to get presents that said, from Santa. Now, I knew they were from my mum and dad, but I always thought that if I said I didn't believe in Santa, they wouldn't send me those anymore and I'd get less presents. Ah yes, the build engine has been very good at slurps again. You tell me that didn't go off. It did, it was just a bit underwhelming. Well, that sucks. I think this is where we find his secret plans. Rocket wall. What? That's weird. Push this now. So we need to go there in a minute.
So you have known my secret plans. Now you must die.
Hey, it's the SOB bot. Hey, luckily I saved this ages ago. Oh shit. It's cold for you this year, little boy. Yeah, it's definitely quite hard when the frame rate isn't fantastic. You can't shrink him, so that ain't gonna happen.
It's not nice to shoot Santa.
Oh, it's not nice to shoot Santa. I'm sure that pinata's basically the blimp. Yeah, it is.
So you have known my secret plans. Now you must die. It's not nice to shoot Santa.
Oh, my frames. If only knockback wasn't reversed in Duke Nukem 3D. But it is, so we have to live with that. Oh, my face!
Oh, it's not nice to shoot Santa.
There we go. Merry Christmas, children, and season's greetings. The end. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and up at the pole, all the monsters were bleeding from out of their holes. Then Santa proclaimed as he rode out of sight, Duke Nukem kicks ass, and to all a good night. Merry Christmas. Or else. Oh, my face! Oh well. We're back in a moment. I'll see if I can find those other Dreamcast discs. Hang on. You know, that was very nearly karma for all the times I was horrible to teachers over the years. There's a pin on my chair when I came back. Now let's see if this piece of shit Dreamcast works now. Let's see if any of these other discs will be more successful. Composite. Composite. Flying around at the speed of sound. Good places to go find. How did that sigil? One of these might work, but they also might not. Don't know. Don't remember. I just know that there are other copies of Sonic Adventure 1, also labelled. Yeah, composite's fine most of the time. Sega. No, I can't say I've latched onto it. So I suppose at some point I'll have to use the new YouTube Studio, and we'll fucking have to wrestle with the fucking interface changes. Yeah, that's gonna be so good.
Select a memory card. Select a file.
Well, at least the saves are compatible. This sounds like it's been mixed down to mono, doesn't it? It might just be a rip that does that, I suppose.
Option.
No, not sound test, sound output.
Sound test.
A lot of music in this game.
Options. You can customize various options.
Ah, well, maybe. Might actually be the capture card been weird. I mean, I wasn't using that input for the Pentium. I was using just lining that I usually use for the synthesizer. Yeah, there's like a couple of times they've changed the interface where I've approved of it because what they changed from was completely busted. So, but this one was working, so I think they should have just left it alone. I like the message that implies. Yeah, it sounds like an angry Japanese man. I like the message up there that implies, like, you're legally required to comply with the U.S. Children's Online Protection Act and other laws. You're obliged to tell us if your live stream is made for kids. Use Live Control Room. Go to Live Control Room. Because it doesn't have that option on this version of the control panel. But I already set that channel wide, so I've already told them. So therefore, I am obliging by that law. Technically, I ain't obliged to do shit. I'm in the UK.
Oh, I hate that Sonic. He always seems to get in my way. I really can't foil my master plan.
What about your Master System? Can he foil that?
Chaos!
I'll try putting foil on mine and see what it does. We'll just jam it in the cartridge slot. I'm sure it'll be alright, make it run better. To be honest, when you press the power button on a Master System, it sounds as cheap as tinfoil.
The Master Emerald is where it belongs.
No, surely it's an issue with parenting.
Angel Island is still falling.
And why is someone else's kids my responsibility now?
Maybe.
when I was little, I wasn't allowed to go on the internet unsupervised. So the internet's not a part of your living room, it's a public fucking place. There are good things and bad things on it, just the same as a fucking street. There's dark alleys you don't want to go down. My channel's probably one of those dark alleys. I ain't some kind of criminal or nothing, but I don't think I'm particularly pleasant. I'm not the sort of person you want your children exposed to. They'll start cussing at everything.
Is what?
Kind of. It's more that YouTube's based in the US, and so by the times of service, it's a policy. It's not really law, as far as I know, in my case, but I agreed to their terms of service. Which is why, if I don't abide by that law, the police aren't going to show up, they'll just shut my channel down, because I violated a policy. I didn't violate a law. I had a fucking email address before I could even really use the internet.
Did you find the tornado too?
Never mind that. Get up and follow me. Angel Island is following
Shit.
me.
Hey, no way!
Just pour it in the Dreamcast, see what happens.
But we better hurry.
It's just any fucking website. I mean, I can make the same argument on my forum that you're obliged to abide by some condition that I put down. That might be a UK law, but if you're outside the UK, I don't have any power to do anything. You know, I have to abide by UK law because it's where I'm hosting it, but all I can do is ask you to do that as the terms of service. If you break those terms of service, then all I can really do is kick you off the board. I don't make a habit of banning people, it's not something I like doing, because it never really works.
Sorry.
Knuckles and Eggman, what happened here?
He stole my Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, there's
And Chaos...
a few different revisions of the game.
What?
He's not gonna get away with
It's not the old Jack one, because that wouldn't be able to read the saves, as far as I know. Then again, I suppose the voices would be in Japanese if it was.
Chaos is a fearsome beast. If he gets that last Chaos Emerald,
Beast!
we're done for.
Kill the beast!
No need to
Kill the beast!
We'll get up.
Kill the beast!
Tails?
Kill the beast!
What? Oh, jeez.
Tikka masala. Chicken tikka masala.
This place. It looks familiar.
It is.
It's not a dream after all.
Well, I mean, that's the thing with the past, really. There's no way to prove that it ever actually happened. It might not have done. It might all just be an illusion.
Out of my way!
No way.
Did you hear what I said?
I won't obey.
We need those 7 emeralds to give us total power.
Why is she T-posing?
For the people.
I don't think she was stood like that before.
We must get that emerald.
Greed is our enemy. Once it starts...
I don't know. I'm not sure I'd feel about getting fucked in the face by Tikal. I mean,
Thank you.
at least it's female, but
I don't listen to the words
yeah,
of a child.
a bit too fiery for my liking. Yeah, I never saw any official games use that. And every pirate who uses them gets the colour wrong because it's like slightly off-white. What was that on the steps? There was something on the steps.
Oh,
Probably just a dead Chow. Yes! Kill, 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 kill. This camera's pointing the right way this time.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, I've seen the polygons of it getting yanked around.
Oh my gosh.
I still have that shit version of it I made him build somewhere.
Wait up.
The 7 emeralds are the server.
Yeah, I know it's that de-interlace. It just doesn't work.
The controller serves to unify.
Let's try that. It's slightly worse de-interlacing, but
The 7
might work.
emeralds can change our bots into power. If this emerald controls that power, please, you must stop him.
yeah, I have. De-interlacing is on. I've set it to blend now. It might be a bit better. It might not. I don't think I'd do anything about it. It's just... The capture cards de-interlacer makes it look blocky. OBS de-interlacer just fucking shits the bed all the time.
I was on a snooze cruise, I guess.
Sonic's fucking lame.
You just sort of conked out there.
He tries so hard to be cool.
Knuckles left already. Come! We gotta go after the last emerald.
Lead the way.
It should still be on board the
Well,
tornado
Tikal
too.
just did in his face. Jesus Christ. At least we're not going to fly this plane again, because I think he's crashed enough of them for one day. Somebody needs to revoke his pilot's license. I'm not even sure he has one. If he does, it came off the back of a fucking cereal box. You know, it's probably just as well we never come here as Amy. It'd take her like 10 years to get up that ramp, I'm sure. Okay, that de-interlace looks a little better to me.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Sonic. That was pointless. Oh god, where is it going to start me? Ah, of course, cutscene. This is where it breaks.
Yeah. So let's get the Chaos Emerald.
Now we know this isn't the same rip, so if it breaks here, it's obviously just something the Dreamcast doesn't like. It's odd, I couldn't really begin to understand why.
Emerald.
Now what do we do?
Well, you get on your knees and you pray. Well, this looks promising. I've made my mind up about the whole face fucked by Tikal thing. I think I'd probably rather it was that way. Because, I mean, if I started face fucking her, I mean, like, the inside of her mouth glows in the dark. Like, that can't be good for you. Once Sega changed their name to Sega Corporation, a lot of the booting CDR shit went away on the Dreamcast. It didn't work anymore. I think my US one is right on the cusp of it. It's just before they changed. But that Dreamcast randomly reboots and I can't get to the bottom of it. So this is the only one I've got left that works. It's a shame because I quite liked my US one. It always served me well. And it's cosmetically in really good shape. It's still like pure white. It hasn't yellowed or anything at all. Yeah, this is serious potatoes now. Yeah, this will be at the bottom end of anti-piracy. Having the motherboard dates in this are from like 98, so this is an old Dreamcast. Perfect chaos.
I wasn't just dreaming. That monster is a real menace.
It's a bit of an understatement there, I think, Sonic.
Eggman.
The egg carrier's back.
Looks like he's after Chaos too.
Jeez.
This egg carrier tool was made because something like this could happen. You have defied.
He's built another one that fast. He's just much better than Tails at this flying. Well, everyone is. Even Big's probably better at the flying stuff than Tails. I mean, he got where he was going, and he's never flown before, and the plane was already wrecked.
I've had enough. Who do you think you are, anyway?
Well, I mean, he was here first, Sonic.
Oh, it's you.
It's you.
The one who sealed Chaos in the Master Emerald.
I like the idea that he just built that, like between the other one crashing and now he's just rushed and built another one.
My heart has always been in the Master Emerald, along with Chaos's.
Yeah, great. We've had a ghost following us all throughout the game. It's kind of creepy.
And if it goes on, he'll eventually destroy the world like he did before.
Oh no, that thing like scrap value at least, man. Come on. A lot of metal in that thing.
Look! He's absorbed the Emerald's power. He must be sealed in the Master Emerald now.
Tikal's theme really has grown on me this time through. I think it's because a lot of the time you only hear the first few bars. When you hear the rest of it, it's pretty good. It's alright.
He'll just be trapped forever.
But not my problem.
What choice do we have?
Oh no. No.
Hey, Sonic!
Oh no.
Amy.
Here, take this!
Hey guys, what's up?
Chaos only used the negative power of the emeralds. Sonic, you should be able to harness their real power.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think Tails is right about this.
It's the power of friendship.
Go, Sonic! Yeah, Sonic!
As shit as the writing is in this, it somehow manages to be way less fucking cringy than Sonic Farces was.
Our positive feelings toward each other can make them work. Our hearts together form awesome power.
I bet your ass is gonna be alright.
Sonic doesn't go super very often, really, does he now? He never goes hyper anymore. That's like lost to history. Oh man, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me and probably have to go through all them cutscenes again. I've just made him mad. What do I gotta do here? I can't remember. Yeah, I guess the crowd must be in the buildings or something. Shit. Get out of there. It's a collision track. Oh, I keep forgetting I don't have a spin dash here, do I? I need more speed. The thing with going fast is it's not very easy because of the fucking collision bin dodgy on everything. Like that. Up in your ass and it'll be okay. It'll be all good. I really don't like Crush Forty's shit, but it's still less worse than that fast level in Adventure 2. And I'm still kind of wondering why they never brought the guy back on who did It Doesn't Matter, because I mean, his vocals were a bit better than Johnny Gurley's. Crap, that was close. Sonic! Sonic! The frame rate tanks when you get close to him. No, the less said about Shadows, the better. Let me guess now, I just made him mad. Looks that way. Well, this might be a problem. I'm gonna hang back and get these rings. Stop trying to blow me up! Yeah, he's definitely getting pissed at this point, I think. It's a much better boss than the Bio Lizard, I'll give him that. Bio Lizard sucks. I'm still carrying my speed right now, we'll just see if it's enough. We're a bit low on rings. Ping the Perilous. Well, Johnny Gill is shut up, so that's good. I think there's another, like, speed pad over here. Yeah, there is. Oh, jeez. I'm running out of rings, you bastards. This is getting dangerous. I'm gonna die. Just get me out of that sequence, I might get time to get more rings. Yeah, it's like every anime ever, isn't it, really? It's kind of strange when you think about it, because I mean, I always thought Sonic has been, like, westernized. No! How far does it reset me?
You'll turn into a bolt of lightning. That's your chance to attack Chaos.
Oh, bitch. Shouldn't be as down on speed now, because now I kind of know what I gotta do. It's down on rings, I mean. I think there's bad capacitors in this controller. It seems to have problems powering my rumble pack. Chaos breaks the fucking collision detection when he does his attacks. I quite like this boss, it's not bad. It sort of reminds me of Doomsday Zone in its mechanics. Only it's not in space with Robotnik this time. Way fab. You see what I mean about collision though? Has problems. That sums up this game perfectly. It's good in general, but it's jank. It janks up real bad. Now you've made him mad. It's not nice, not nice, not nice, not nice. It isn't very nice. He's gonna kill me. It's not nice. He isn't very nice. He isn't very nice. Not nice, no. Fucker. Now I think I'm better off just hitting him and starting again. That puts me nearer to rings, because I can't lose rings while I'm in the cutscene. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it didn't burn well. I mean, I didn't use a shit burner, but it's an old burner, and it's old enough that it doesn't necessarily burn right every time anymore. I didn't touch it. Come off it. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go back now. Isn't that fantastic? Fixed cameras and all that. Sonic! It doesn't help that there's a finite number of rings in the stage. It isn't very nice. He isn't very nice. It hurts when I smash into his stuff. Didn't touch it, game. Come on, you know I didn't. You're bent sometimes. Oh man, I'm done for. I was out of bounds. I was out of bounds, you bastard. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure if it was video file or in game though. Try not to get killed this time. His attacks I don't like very much. They screw with the collision. They pushed me out of bounds, for fuck's sake. Look, Johnny, I've told you enough about Shadow. I don't need to hear about that shit. It's shit. I still don't think Shadow the Hedgehog's as awful as people make out. It's not a good game, but it's meh. It's basically the only way I can put it. It's meh. It's not very good, but it doesn't totally suck balls. It's playable start to finish. Doesn't break too bad. I'd still sooner play this. But I can definitely think of much worse games in the Sonic series alone. This controller's hardly been used. I almost feel bad using it because I know I'm going to bust it. I just regard it as it's meh title. It's a game title, you know. Can I get back in bounds, please? Thank you. That attack really sucks. Since this neighborhood really sucks. You see, I don't have, like, Sonic 06. It doesn't look very good to me. But until I experience it more, I don't really want to say totally that I'm against it. It probably is bad, though, from what I've seen of it. No, I was pressing this way, Sonic. Come on, I need the fucking ramp. Fucker. I can't maintain that speed, can I? No. Well, we'll just end the sequence so I can come back and... It's really janky, this boss fight, man. I really need rings. I didn't touch it, game. You know I didn't. You're screwing me. I don't like it when you do this shit to me. Ah, oh, come on, that was enough. You know it was enough. Man, this is fucking tight. Yeah, we've got basically no time left now, here's the problem. Can we do this? Probably not, it's probably going to take at least one more go. Each ring's faster than I can collect them. Oh man, we're done. No. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting closer every time. We'll get there soon, but it might take a few more attempts. Fuck off. Fuck off. You blue freak. Doesn't matter when we get the rings, they're the same rings, it's taking the same amount of time to do anything. So that's why I was just grabbing a bunch then. I guess this is one of the least worst Crush 40 songs. I quite like the level design in this game. It still has that sparseness that Sonic levels tend to have, but I think they were heading down the right track with it. They just didn't stick to it, unfortunately. They changed into Corridor's boost to win shit, starting with the sequel. It didn't have the boost, but it had the run in a straight line to win. It was creeping in. This game has a little bit of that, but there's still enough in levels to make them interesting. Even this level doesn't come off as totally linear, even though it basically is. Because they've at least designed it such that it feels like it's an open area. That's bollocks. You know it's bollocks, game. You know you're screwing me. I'm not happy about it. It's not. I bet he has another phase after this and I have to learn that. Oh no, really? I think turning back sometimes is the worst thing you can do. Just tanking the loss and going again is more efficient. It seems to lose us less rings when they're at that closer proximity to him. It's not like Sonic Adventure 2 where it has a cancel button for like the boss. And there's the thing, like, I'd bash on Adventure 2 at every opportunity, but it did improve some things over Adventure 1. No more ramp there, is it? That attack is just the fucking our undoing. The hitbox is a bit wide on it. Well, it seems that way to me. Plus, fact makes me nervous because I'm always worried he's going to push me out of bounds again. Why do I have a sudden urge to watch Sonic Underground? Nobody even likes that show. See, I couldn't avoid that, you motherfucker. Same with that, I couldn't avoid it, you motherfucker. It's the thing that lets this game down. It's janky. It really is. It could have done with like another 6 months in the oven, you know? Well, this route sucks because every time I go down this route, stupid things happen. Well, we did it. At the cost of frame rate. It's harder on the Dreamcast, strangely. It's much easier to get through walls and shit in the ports. There we go with the emotional music. It suddenly clicked to me today that where Amy fights Zero, because of the fact that those bards appear, that means that it takes place after Gamma has died, and she's just not aware of the fact that her friend has died on that very spot. There's something really morbid about that.
Chaos has changed again, this time for the better.
See, I think they introduced more bugs in DX. It's way more broken than this. The lighting's broken, the collision's broken, the fucking jumping's broken. It's just broken.
They stayed alive for generations and now live peacefully with humans.
Not in my house, they don't. I'm buying rat traps just in case they come in.
The fighting's over, harmony's restored, and life goes on. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I know 3DFX blew their chance when they started leaking information. It's probably just as well. I can't imagine how fucking gash it would have turned out if they'd stuck with it anyway. You'd needed, like, Delta fans just to call the thing. You'd need one of those just for, like, one chip. It's a 3DFX, so there would have been at least 4 chips in there.
All's well that ends well, right? Sonic?
Sonic! 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 Sonic!
Yeah, he's riled up Chaos. I mean, it was him who started it at the beginning of the game. Looking for trouble. Carries a big stick of ball and chain too. If you're looking for trouble, he'll be coming after you. You'll be serving hard times. He's trashed the city, he's evaded law enforcement, now he's doing a runner. To San Francisco, evidently. Because that's where the next game sort of starts out, but I don't think it ever officially says that. Bit weird how I keep making these allusions to Sonic and Tails being gay, and that turns out to be where they hang out, when it's like the gay capital of the fucking world. By the way, that's Sonic Adventure. I don't think we'll ever see a Dreamcast on this channel again, because there's nothing else I'd really want to play through. And it's probably going to bust again anyway, because the load times were abysmal when I was playing with it before. I don't remember much about its capabilities. I still want a Duke Nukem 3D port on this thing. Next year I'm going to offer a cash incentive to anyone who can do it. Got to finish the game and some ideas were born in the process, so... Of course it's greased. It's just going blind, and because I've had to turn it up to basically full power, it's just going to accelerate the death of it. It's exponential with lasers, I think, when you increase the power to them, how quickly they fail. Proves a point though, because this Dreamcast was barely used and it's not really in much better shape than the other ones.
What's this? Watch right here, watch.
If anyone knows what I'm referencing with that. If you don't, you're missing out. Yeah, well, there's one thing I do know capabilities-wise. That was something Cena's complained about, and why they wouldn't write demos for the 3DFX shit is because their texture size limit was really low. Or so I'm told. And yeah, the horns, I don't know. Robotnik has that little fanfare when he's got all the E-robots lined up, so I guess it was just Robotnik's music in general that used them. Open your ass, it's gonna be alright. Oh god, as if Johnny Gioli's fucking singing wasn't bad enough. And that's basically about where my time with gaming starts dropping off. Just like everything just started going to shit. All the FPSs were copying Quake, even though Duke had outsold it. And all the console shit was just going over to trash. Well, I don't think I got anything left to do here today. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a quick go on Windy Valley. Because I want to see about something. There's like certain aspects of the way the game handles that are definitely different in my friend's emulator. I want to know if he's playing a different version of the game. I don't think he is, but we'll find out. I think it's his emulator being inaccurate. But we'll test it. We'll see. Because if this is an older build of the game, and I was running the newest build of it, like before, then surely, you know, if that is a difference in revisions of the game, it must exist in this one, you would think. So we'll find out. I'm not going to try and go too fast. Just try and go brisk is the only way I can describe it. Especially, I don't want to wreck this controller. It's a nice controller. What was that? I hate when that shit happens. Yeah, I'm like 2 seconds behind or something. It stands for very stupid architecture. Fucking... I don't know why they didn't just throw the towel in when that was the best they could come up with, really. Yeah, I'm 2 seconds behind. But that's fine, because I'm not trying to go that fast. I'm just trying to sniff out revision differences that may exist that I don't think do, but we'll find out. I can't find, like, world records for the Dreamcast. Nobody seems to run it. So I'm going to actually upload my fastest run of this as a world record and just explain that. I'm claiming that until someone can provide proof that they've done it faster than me. Because I can't find any. Yeah, no, it's not a version difference. Must be his emulator just not been very accurate. I might hit a death plane here because I'm coming in this cold. But we'll see what happens. Yeah. Oops. It wouldn't have been a very good time anyway. It doesn't matter. I'll finish the stage and then I'll smirk and kill the stream. The shit thing is this loop skip, it can be done, but because it comes to a standstill, you end up gaining basically no time. Maybe if you perfect it, you can maybe squeeze half a second out of it, but I don't think you get any more than that. But yeah, my friend can get over to that other loop from the R, and I think that's an emulator inaccuracy. I don't know if it's tied to the game's frame rate or what. I'm not worried about screwing that. Like I say, I'm not going for a good time here, I'm just screwing around. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I can get like 5 seconds quicker than that, but easily. I don't care about your rings, fuck your little missions. But that's interesting, now I know. It shouldn't be a revision difference. Because supposedly the only older version than this would be the original Japanese release. And he isn't playing that, so... You know, that kind of tells you where the problem is, doesn't it? That's fine, you know. It's not like there's an argument about it or anything, I was just curious. So yeah, I guess that's that. Yeah, maybe if I can get the Dreamcast like to not die, I might play through this again someday. Maybe next year. It feels like one of those games I would happily like drag out again every year. Just maybe once a year. But I think that'll do it for now. I probably will see more of it if I go down this route of trying to put Rose Tower together. So I mean, I guess I'll have to, but I don't know, probably not actually. It's handles differently. It's time the monitor off. There we go. Is there anything else? No, just I guess it's Banjo-Kazooie next. What fucking day are we on? Where's my calendar? Yeah, maybe start that the weekend. It's much closer to Christmas than I thought, so yeah, maybe Saturday or Sunday we'll start. That's 2 or 3 days, I guess. That's going to seem like a downgrade now, coming off of that fucking Dreamcast. Fuck's sake. I looked into getting component signals out the N64 into the capture card, and I can do it, but it doesn't sync properly. It keeps dropping out, and it still looks like shit. So Nintendo just didn't do good video output in like that generation, nor on the GameCube from what I've seen. So I don't fucking know, there's just nothing can be done for it. I mean, I guess when it's under such aggressive filtering, there really isn't much you're going to be able to do. And that's why the Dreamcast impressed me, because it didn't look total shit, and it actually has good video output on it. Yeah, it can do a lot of stuff. I mean, if I can get it to Yipper, which I can, I have an analog Yipper converter, and my scaler will actually convert it to DVI. It just doesn't sync right. The clock coming out of it, the frame rate isn't right. It kind of rattles up and down. I never saw so much of a problem with the Wii's video output, but maybe. I don't know. I still haven't got around to playing with mine yet. I'll have to get onto that at some point. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to bail. My feet are cold and it's dark. I'll put the light on and get something to eat. So I'll see you around. Thanks for watching.